Hello, today is obviously November 30th and tomorrow's December the 1st and it's getting close to the holidays and I wasn't sure what I wanted to make a video about today, so I thought it might be really cool if I made a video about a craft that I do almost every year, and they're really fun. There's in fact one behind me. I'll show you guys how to make a 3D snowflake. Kind of looks like that. Although that one's been hanging from my bed and then now it's kind of crooked, but it will look really good. Okay, so let's get started. So what you're going to need for this project are a pair of scissors. A pair of scissors? Okay. You need scissors, tape. Normally you would probably need clear Scotch tape, but I didn't have that, so I'm just using that. Who really cares? You don't really see it that much anyway. A stapler, a hole puncher, and 6 pieces of plain white paper. Or you can use colored construction paper, whatever color you want your snowflake to be. First, you start off with just one piece of paper and you fold it. I'm using one hand here, so you fold it to, like, you know, how you normally use it, because right now it's rectangle and you want to get it to a square. So you fold it like this. Anyway, you crease it, which I will do in just a minute, and then you, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, you fold it like this, you crease it, and then you cut off that bottom part right there. Most of you know how to do that. So once it's folded like this, then you just cut off the rest. And do that 6 times to all of your pieces of paper. So now it should look like this. And it should have a crease, and you should leave that crease there from when you folded it. So it goes from this to this. The only difference is we cut off this part. So anyway, you repeat that with all 6 of your pieces. So once you have all 6 pieces folded like that, they're all in a little, or they're all in a triangle like this. So when you hold it like this, where a triangle upside down, it should open like that. And you have 6 of those. Next, what you do with all 6 is you take this triangle and make it into a smaller triangle. So you basically fold this triangle in half, like this. And you do that to all 6. So now that I've made 6 of those, the next step is to take, well, you do one at a time. Okay, so it should be like this. So the last step was this, and you just fold it in half. So now it looks like this. So hold the, you want to hold the, so you just, in the triangle, hold it with the closed bottom facing the, or facing you when you're cutting. Okay, so you want to hold it in an L shape. So the closed is towards you, and then there's an open part here and an open part here. But the only difference is this one should be towards your right with an angle. So the angled side should be closest to your right hand. So now you're going to take the scissors and you're going to cut about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And when you're doing this, you're going to cut When you're cutting, you're going to cut to the very edge, close to going cutting the whole thing, but not, because then you're screwed and you got to make another one. So right about, well, right about there. Can you guys see that? And the thing that sucks is when you're cutting, it seems to go crooked where this part will stick out a little bit more, then you just bring those close together again. So it's about that close to the edge. And you do that and you go all the way, you keep on 3/4 of an inch wide, and you keep on doing that until you're at the very end. And you want to make, there should be about 7 of these. So they're 1, and the next one, and then this triangle right here counts as the 7th one. I'll show you. So it should look like this. I ended up actually cutting 8 because you don't want this last little triangle to be too big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's about 8. And then you do that to all 6. Now that I just got all these done, it's time to show you the next step. So the next step is you have to unfold it. So this is the hard part, but try your best. Da-dee-da-dee-da. This is really hard. And then if you rip, you have to rip. If you rip the paper, you have to start all over again. And that's really annoying because the only fun part is where it's actually done. Okay. Yay! And then once you have it all unfolded, flip it over where the crease is sticking up. So then you take a tiny little piece of tape like this, and you put it on the smallest center, and you roll it up like this, and it sticks. It tapes, obviously. And then each time you flip it over. Oops, sorry, the camera's wobbly. So now this one's flipped over, and put it on that. And each time you flip it over again until you're done, and then you do that to all 6. So when one of the little, there needs to be 6 of these. So when one of these is done being taped, it looks like this, and then you do that to the other 5. Once you've got all 6 of them taped, you want to staple. So when you staple, it's pretty easy. You just take the ends, put them together, and staple them. But you put them all together first, and then you staple them, which can be tricky, but so you put all the ends together, tip by tip. This is only 2, but you put all 6, and then you staple them. So once the base is stapled together, this is like, there's one more step after this. Then you just staple, okay, so you take the ends of each snowflake, the last one, and you staple the snowflakes together at this part. So you just staple those, and you go all around and staple each snowflake together, or each part of a snowflake together. So ladies and gentlemen, that is your complete snowflake. And to finish it off, you take one of the tips, and I'm using one hand here, you guys, so, and you hole punch it. If I can get this hole punched, that'd be great. Okay. And that just makes room for, you can put a string and hang it on your wall. And the one thing I didn't like about the snowflake is this little thing right here. This little, what do you call it? Okay, what? one of the parts of the snowflake is really sad. See that one? It's still bent out of shape. And bent out of shape. And all the other ones are pretty. But it's still cute. I think I'm going to hang it on my wall. And yeah, come back and see some more videos later on. Thanks for watching. Bye and happy holidays.